Nothing changed really. The message was just go out there and play your game, bat as many balls as possible and see where we go from there. As I said, I had the backing of everybody in the dugout, in the management staff, and it was just about going out there and getting a feel of things and getting in the groove for the remainder of the games.
The lovely sound of West Indian confidence, music to the ears, back on the SportsMax Zone, and we're staying with West Indies cricket, but this time on a brighter note, courtesy of the women, who will be back in action on Wednesday as they take on Ireland in the second of 3 one-day internationals in St. Lucia. The Windies women comfortably won Monday's opener by 58 runs, getting Robert Samuels' tenure as interim head coach off to a positive start. Skipper Hayley Matthews put in a player of the match performance for the Windies, scoring 109, her fourth ODI century in their 297 for 6, and then claiming 3 for 53 to help limit Ireland to 239 for 9. Former captain Stefani Taylor with 55 and Chanel Henry's 53 not out, also getting runs for the Caribbean women. Henry spoke about her return to the game after missing regional tournaments due to injury.
After missing the last 3 months was pretty rough. I picked up an injury, World Cup, and then coming back here, I had the backing of the entire staff and the group of players, and everybody just backed me to go there and just get myself back in and just feel how it feels again to play cricket.
Top talent, one of the bright talents in West Indies cricket, men or women. Let's touch base with veteran commentator Joseph Reds Pereira as we look back at Game 1 and ahead to Game 2. How are you doing this afternoon, Reds? I hope all is well.
Yes, all is well. I was not glued to the television yesterday. I was in the nice, tranquil atmosphere of the Darren Sammy. So I'm wearing white this afternoon. It's all peace. But it was a great display, first of all, by Hayley Matthews. I don't know if you saw yourself and Lance saw much of it, or a lot of it, but
we saw a lot of it. Thankfully, it is live on television. The first time that an entire series, women's series in the Caribbean, will be live on television. So that has helped us out.
Unfortunately, it'll be short-lived because there's the only home series. But back to Matthews, she wasn't out of the blocks like Bolt. When the first wicket fell at 36, when young Zeta James went for 13, she was 13. But she started to crank it up. I think she was blessed with a beautiful batting pitch by Crafton and company. When she got to the halfway mark, she was 50 off about 53 balls with only 5 fours, which is pretty quiet for her. But then she moved into third and fourth gear, and there were 10 fours and 2 sixes in her 109. I think the 100 came off 96 balls. It was a lovely display. It's something that you can play for school children in the Caribbean to see what a woman could do. And the great thing about it is that she is so very young and so very talented.
Yeah, amazingly talented. You're very much right. Chanel Henry is another talented player who I want to zone in on. All-round ability like Hayley Matthews, and she showed off her full potential with the bat yesterday, getting a half-century. Potential that those who have watched West Indies women's cricket would have realised for some time now is there, but she surely showed yesterday a little of what she is capable of.
Henry, Henry could turn into a genuine all-rounder. She 50 of 37 balls. She is slightly restricted in her top body movement because the right shoulder is heavily strapped. But she played a beautiful innings. She played an extra cover drive that, somebody should have taken a picture and simply put it up on the world map. 37 balls for 50, and she never looked to play across the line once. It was a beautiful innings. I think that once her health stays, she's going to turn herself into a world-class genuine all-rounder, very genuine all-rounder. I spoke to the person close to the West Indies. They said that they're trying to pick up some very important points so that they could qualify without having to go into a qualification tournament. At the same time, they're trying to blood a number of players. The Knight sisters are not here, and unfortunately, the off-spinner Rambarak, and I want to pass on my sympathies to the Rambarak family for the loss of the mother. I'm told that she will be back maybe in time for the game tomorrow. Whether she will be physically here or will play, I do not know. But they're also trying to blood a number of players against the Irish.
Yeah, quick question. How much do you rate this Ireland team?
I think they have a couple of world-class players. Gabby Scott, who was among the runs yesterday, looks a very good player. And Pendergrass, she played in England recently, got 100. She is a quality player. Speaking to manager Healy of the Irish team, she says the girls are going to learn a great deal from this this tour of the West Indies, and that they have just landed a major sponsorship for Irish ladies cricket, which will allow them to put many more players on contract. Very optimistic going forward. They have just got a program to start girls cricket in the secondary schools, which we don't have in the Caribbean yet, although our girls play just about everything else. So they're very, very optimistic. I think the heat of the St. Lucia was maybe a little bit of a problem other than the West Indian girls. But I think they said today they're really enjoying themselves. The conditions were great when they arrived. The practice conditions were lovely. So I think we can look forward to maybe even more a competitive game tomorrow.
Yeah, all right. Thanks very much, Reds. We'll chat again quite possibly tomorrow or Thursday following that second one-day international. Take care.
Anytime. Anytime.
All right, and Red spoke to it. Just a reminder of the significance of this series for the West Indies women as they hunt valuable points to move up the women's championship table and hopefully earn one of 5 automatic spots to the next 50-over Women's World Cup. And we take a quick look at the championship table being led by India at the moment, but India qualify automatically as hosts of the next 50-over World Cup for women. Pakistan, New Zealand, Australia, Sri Lanka and England would be in those 5 automatic qualifying spots, and you can see the West Indies just above Ireland. So if they can pick up a further 4 points against the Irish, that would move them to 8 points and would take them all the way up to about 4th position at the end of the series. So a very important series for the West Indies women. We take a break, still our second zone update to come, and we're having a chat with the 2017 Barbados National 400 champion who is alleging that he was assaulted while training in Jamaica. That's coming up on the SportsMax Zone.
Stay with SportsMax on YouTube and follow us on all social pages for updates, news and entertainment.